Novo lit that shit bang.
Welcome back, everybody, to Crows of Judgment, and today we're going to be talking about PopularMMOs, a very popular YouTube channel, and the man who runs it, Patrick Julianelle, who has been arrested for domestic abuse. I believe it's domestic battery. Anyways, I want to be very careful with this story, because when there's a situation of domestic abuse, it's very important that you don't just jump on this one, right? Because I've seen people already talking about how he was arrested, how are people supporting him, yada, yada. Well, I was reading through this article from Heavy, who obtained the record of the arrest. It wasn't just Pat that was arrested. So Pat was arrested, and the girlfriend was also arrested. It sounds like the two of them had some sort of altercation, and both people accused the other of being at fault. Now, there are no witnesses. There's no camera footage to any of this as of right now. So basically, you have a he said, she said. Pat, to the best of my understanding, is accusing his current girlfriend of hitting him, and the girlfriend is accusing Pat of hitting her. That's it. The cops showed up. The cops got conflicting stories on both people. The cops arrested both people. And as you can see here, PopularMMOs Pat, a YouTube star and gamer whose real name is Patrick Julianelle, was arrested on a battery accusation but is now out of custody, according to online records from Duval County, Florida. He wrote on Twitter that he was subjected to false accusations. A police report obtained by Heavy.com says that both Pat and his girlfriend, Elizabeth Liz Heronick, were arrested because they gave opposing stories. So that is the key takeaway in this story. Both of them got arrested. That's it. There's your big takeaway. They've both been arrested. There's no evidence to support either side, right? Based on the opposing stories and no independent witnesses, both subjects were placed under arrest for domestic battery and transported to the PDTF without incident. Both individuals refused to complete any of the domestic violence paperwork or provide a written statement or have their injuries photographed, the report says. Online records show Pat, whose full real name, whatever, was taken into custody at 11:15 p.m. So Pat and the girlfriend apparently both had injuries. I don't know what happened. Now, look, call me old-fashioned, but if you're a dude and you're dating a girl, let her hit you. Don't fucking hit her, because men tend to be stronger than women. Defend yourself. Don't let her do anything seriously messed up to you. But the reason why I say that is because in today's society, even though we talk about gender norms and smash the patriarchy, all that bullshit, right? We all know that if a woman accuses a man of domestic violence, of bad touch, of any of that shit, right? Guy's automatically guilty in the public eye. And that's kind of how, like, when I saw this story, like, I saw people going on about how this guy is like confirmed domestic abuse. I'm like, he was literally just arrested. The girlfriend's not pressing charges. Patrick's not pressing charges against the girl. They were both injured. I don't know what happened. I think it's wrong that the two of them are fighting. They should probably break up. But I can't say I can't say what happened here. I don't know if Pat was attacked by his girlfriend, sustained injuries, and injured her defending himself, for instance, right? I don't know. I don't know if Pat was hitting her and he got injured when she defended herself. You don't know. I don't know. That's the most important thing here. So I see people like going around about how he was arrested, and it's not proof of anything, I guess is the best way of saying it. Now, what's kind of interesting, and I noticed this when I went over to his page, so I want to see if he had made any community tab statements about this. But, there's been thousands of questions about what's been going on with me and with my ex-girlfriend after the vids I made. If you have any, I may answer some. So this is from like 7 months ago. To my understanding, the person that's been like blasting this story out over social media is Pat's current ex-girlfriend, who seems to actually have a vendetta against the guy. Whether or not it's warranted, I don't know, right? But she's jumped all over this story. But I want to read some of the statements from Pat. So, don't believe everything you hear. I will need to address the false accusations soon. And Eleni, thanks for leaking my address and harassing me and Liz when she told you to stop posting about her and you refused. You're a terrible person. Okay, the last tweet was too much. So Pat did actually dox Eleni. Eleni doxed Pat. So the best way of putting this is, when Pat got arrested, Eleni took the arrest record, which had Pat's actual address on it, and she posted that all over social media. So now everybody knows where Pat's home address is. Pat responded by showing her public address. And by that I mean like her home address, where she's publicly saying, yeah. But Pat said, okay, if you're going to dox me, I'm going to dox you. Eleni, and like a lot of this stuff's been deleted now, but Eleni then says that she didn't dox him because his address was public with his arrest record. And I'm just going like, no, sorry, doesn't fly. You're a trash human being for doing that. Like, you are fucking disgusting for doing that. Because like, even in this article, obviously heavy.com isn't telling you where fucking Pat lives, right? So she was clearly being vindictive. Do I think that justifies Pat then trying to dox her? Obviously not, but I can understand why he would be pissed off. Anyways, that's kind of like the majority of the story. There's also this statement from Jen, who I guess also used to date Pat. I guess she got involved. She liked a tweet or something, accusing Pat. Then she took the like off of it because she made it by mistake. But she's come out in defense of Pat. So, I mean, there you go. There you go. I could read through a lot of the comments and tweets and everything from third parties and all. But, first off, watch Boblox for that because it's going to be way fucking better than me. But as far as like this whole situation goes, again, what I can say is Pat and his girlfriend were arrested by the police because when they showed up, both parties had injuries and both people were accusing the other of being the instigator. He's been let go. Nobody is pressing charges. That is your story. That is your story. The doxing that took place, Eleni doxed Pat. Pat doxed his ex, Eleni. There you go. There you go. I would not take sides on this one, period. Do not take sides unless you have proof that one of them is actually lying or there is a witness or like video or something, but don't take sides on a situation like this because domestic violence cases are a fucking mess and literally both parties have reason to lie. So that's the one warning I give everybody who watches this video. But you'll let me know in the comment section what you think. Share your opinions. That's perfectly fine. Just be very careful. Be very careful in saying this person is 100% guilty or this person was 100% innocent, because believe me, this shit is messy as fuck.
Let that shit bang.